How to do, everybody? Welcome to Variety Conversation. I am Lady Walker. Okie doke. Y'all, I happened up on something of interest today, which is an interview in Elle magazine between rapper Cardi B and Joe Biden, who's running for president. How about that for a wait a minute? I know, right? Also, up on further research, I happened up on another article where Cardi did an interview with Bernie Sanders. That is when Bernie was vying for the Democratic Party's nomination for president in December of 2019. Yes, that's about the size of it. Now, it's a given that this interview with Biden was more likely to garner votes from Cardi's black fans, okay? Black female fans. Now, many people have stated how they really feel about the interview, and I am going to share some of those comments. And like the TIS or the TIS, I too echo their sentiments that Cardi B does not represent black women or black people. Cardi says she is West Indian and Dominican. Her mother is Trinidadian and her father is Dominican. Now, was this a smart move, a brilliant move, or a fair move for Joe to be interviewed by Cardi? Well, let's see what some of you have to say about it. Oh, and to ward off messing up some of y'all's name, I am going to use some of y'all's initials instead of the name you have. All right, then. Miriam B.E. says, of all the intelligent, upstanding, strong, wise, and melanated people this fool could find to address our Nubian community, they choose Cardi B. What the heck? No, Cardi B has nothing to say on my behalf. This is some freaking nonsense. Period. Period. Yes, they put the T at the end of period. Shaking my head. Gemini Love says, why is Cardi B representing black women? She needs to be representing Latinos / Hispanics. Am culture butcher. All right, then. CM says, this is unacceptable behavior from Joe Biden. Total mockery of the black woman. Ebony B says, it's dangerous when we move women like this to the mainstream and then you have our supposed leaders giving them platforms like they speak for us, like Cardi represents us. Problematic. When Dale 717 says the level of disrespect towards black folk is amazing and blood boiling. Right Way J says he chooses her to, number one, show what he thinks of the black community, and two, it sends a signal to other black girls that if you like Cardi B, important people will notice you. Man, that's a bad signal to send to young black girls. Because if they think some of the things that Cardi do is a way to get noticed, oh my goodness, they are really going to they're just going to be mistakenly sad when it doesn't happen for them. Okay? Okie dokie. Renee Washington says, no one per se would go looking for Cardi B to serve as a representative for black women. Not if they are in their sensible mind. However, Cardi happens to be the hottest Shazam popping right now, for a certainty. What she's offering is debased, debauchy, and disrespectful on a lot of levels. She is operating at low frequency, and there is a particular element among the masses of the great unwashed who are definitely here for it. MH says, that trick ain't black. And let me repeat that a few more times. That trick ain't black. That trick ain't black. That trick ain't black. How dare she ask to be a spokesperson for black women? Shaking my head. Okay, then, y'all. Don Harris says they knew exactly what they were doing with WAP. I don't care what they said about that song empowering women. That song is one of the most disrespectful to self-respecting women out here. They had to silence Beyonce's Black is King as quickly as possible. I never understood how she made it out of love and hip hop. She is actually a garbage rapper. Other than overselling sex, she has nothing to offer. Think about Jay-Z, who portrayed a drug dealer early in his career, but now doesn't talk about the streets and all, and is still considered a great rapper in either context. If Cardi stops selling sex, she has nothing. Super Soldier 68 says, man, the insults and blatant disrespect from the DNC just keep on coming. First, they give you Biden and Harris at the top as the top candidates for the White House, despite their well-documented histories of anti-black policies against FBA. And then they want Cardi B to represent black women right after she put out that filthy WAP song. But she doesn't even consider herself FBA. Okay? I guess that means black. The disrespect to our community is beyond unbelievable. But black women should be especially outraged because they choose someone who makes a living off being ratchet to represent you. Isn't that something? They choose someone who makes a living off being ratchet to represent you. Wow, this really, really says a lot. Nikki Sky says he could have at least spoke to a black woman. Ellen Flores says, yes, Biden should have talked to other black women who knows our struggles. What happened to the women who hold office in the political arena? Blatant disrespect. Kristen Jones says, either Biden is senile or he just won't take blacks or our gender seriously. And that means it's a no in November for him. Guess I have to write someone in because the idiot in chief is not a choice either. Am if you do and am if you don't. Okay, that's just me changing the word up right there. I heard that. Big Fluff says, nah. And I like Cardi B, but she does not represent our well-educated, intelligent black women. Okay? Vicious, okay, says, well, that is exactly what and how they define the black community. I will wait patiently for someone to tell me what and how Joe Biden has helped our community in 40 years as a politician. Yeah, y'all, somebody tell me, what has Joe Biden done for the black community in the 40 years he has had as a politician? Somebody got the answer? Please share that info with us. Another commenter who is called Epstein didn't kill himself. Epstein didn't kill himself. Says, getting Cardi B to talk about black issues is like Adolf Hitler speaking up for Jews. This world is crazy. Okay. LSTS says, they keep using her as a black representation because the black women and men keep telling her she is black when she herself says she isn't. Stop making people black. Not black 6ix9ine, not black French Montana, not black and so many more that the public give this black card to. And it's dangerous. Okay. Now Dallas says, woof, in parentheses, Donald Trump and Republicans versus wolf in sheep's clothing, parentheses, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Democrats. Two sides of the same coin. And you know what, y'all? I believe that too. two sides of the same coin. Okay, NS says, I don't support Cardi B's music. I think it's a disgrace, but that's my opinion. What she doesn't and cannot do is represent all black women. You better tell the truth. Okay. Queen A says, an ex-stripper who made a song WAP to represent black people and a presidential candidate who had the unmitigated galls to try to define what blackness is. This is so disgusting and disrespectful on so many levels. These entertainers don't represent us at all. 1G1M says, so trashy and ignorant artists are now the black community's representatives. LOL. TB Truth says, Cardi is not black. Sorry. Why do black folks always want to claim people, especially trash like Cardi? She doesn't even like black folks. But that's where her money is at. She's a role player, which is ROLE player. I tell you, a lot of people don't feel Cardi B as they don't feel Kamala Harris, which I will come back and expound or expatiate upon as well. But sometimes it's your reputation precedes you. If your reputation is somewhat bad, love, guess what? That is what people are going to judge you by, your reputation. If it's a bad reputation that's being portrayed in public, people are going to judge you by that. Now, someone said to me, they said Cardi has said that is not the way she actually live. You know, with her songs, her lyrics and various things. She said she doesn't live that way, but that is how she makes her money. And my thing is this here. You are living one way, but yet you are portraying to be this in your music and videos and all of that. So your action in public is speaking louder than what you say that you don't live that way. And of course, there will always be somebody who will agree with Cardi B and don't see that she is doing any harm. Now, with the interview with Joe Biden, I mean, maybe for some people, they didn't see any harm in it. And some people, it's just like, but Cardi isn't black. Don't try to use Cardi B to represent black females, okay? Because there are many and intelligent black women that you could have chosen. Many intelligent, educated black women that you could have chosen. And how are you going to go and have Cardi B to interview you? But of course, this is an Elle magazine. This is what Elle's magazine's doing, okay? So Cardi was just doing probably what Elle magazine told her. And the questions that were being asked, I'm pretty sure that they put those questions before her and had her to ask those. And of course, Joe had a hand in the questions that he wanted to be asked, okay? But it's just that a lot of people just not feeling Cardi B, because of the reputation that she portrayed in public. And sometimes, people not feeling you like that when you are sexualizing everything. And that may not be the right word, but what have you. But anywho, when you do something like that, you can't expect for people to respect you, even though you feel that you should be respected. Okay. And in the meantime, love, this concludes this segment of Variety Magazine. Feel free to share your point of view on Cardi's interview with Joe Biden. And in the meantime, go ahead and subscribe, hit like, or you can hit don't like. Okay, it doesn't matter. Just hit one of them. Thanks a trip for tuning in. Ta-ta.